There's absolutely no denying that the floral industry is a lucrative business revenue accelerator. But then again, since lately the floral industry is embracing the digital future. This is exactly why we are connecting with Dr. Lasantha Malavige, the founder and chairperson of Lassana Group, and we are connecting on Talking Point today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
How would you perceive the floral industry bouncing back, specifically during times of uncertainty?
I think the flowers are an integral part of people's lives. So to celebrate happiness or even in a sadness, we use flowers to make someone happy. So irrespective of the uncertainty, people tend to use flowers. People are likely to be happier with flowers. So I think the demand hasn't gone down significantly, and what has happened during uncertain times, several things happens. One is the import of flowers reduced. This is I think we should be little ashamed that we continue to import some flowers, and so that reduced, and then it created a better market for locally grown flowers, and also some growers gave up the floriculture. So but during the crisis times, we really focused on our cultivation, and we not only we maintained all our farms, we increased our production capacity. So now we see still with the increase in demand, we are struggling to cope up with the demand. So we are further expanding our production capacity, growing capacity. So in the uncertain times, I don't think the floral industry has gone down. Maybe overall market share, the market has shrunk a bit, but in terms
of globally as well, isn't it?
Yes. But it's picking up very fast. And if you had maintained, because some people have given up the floriculture, then the demand, there's a mismatch between the demand and the supply. Supply is picking up very fast, but there is no production to cope up to go in line with the increase in demand. That's the situation right now.
Right. So is there a sign of lethargicness shown towards this industry at the moment, or is it because of certain other elements and factors which is hindering the growth of the flowers and so on?
I think there is no major thing that is hindering the growth of flower industry. I think it's up to us, the industry, to capitalize on our resources, our ideal growing conditions for certain flowers, and grow whatever possible in Sri Lanka rather than importing these flowers.
True, because we do have the right foundation for that, isn't it?
Exactly.
So when it comes to the e-commerce stores, does indicate a noticeable steady return. How do you see this relevance in optimizing this platform to increase orders and obviously sales?
Yeah, I think e-commerce is a crucial channel or platform for flowers. Because the flowers are an important gifting option, or sometimes even if you buy flowers for yourself, you have to have options. And the easiest option is e-commerce, but some might want to go to the shop and experience that experience the flowers and make the purchase. But when you look at 3 million Sri Lankans living abroad, to connect with the loved ones here, the e-commerce is a very important part. And the beauty of e-commerce in sending flowers for any celebration or to communicate any emotion with your loved ones or the family or friends or business contacts, you can combine it easily with other things. Now that is what we have evolved. Now when you are sending a bouquet of flowers for a birthday, you might want to combine it with a box of chocolates,
naturally,
the cake, or maybe a nice card, maybe some other gift like maybe a perfume, maybe some jewelry, anything. So in real situation, if you go to a flower shop, you can't do all that.
Not at all.
Yeah. So there's a limited inventory you can have in a flower shop. Even our flower shops have a very limited inventory. But when you're using e-commerce, you can plug in or combine any other gift with the flowers. So that is one difference the e-commerce can do for flowers, and gifting can the e-commerce can e-commerce can do for gifting. So I think that's exactly what we have done, and I think it's a very important platform for flower business.
Apart from clients who connect with you from overseas, how do you see the local customer accepting this kind of shopping experience, Doctor?
I think, Sabrina, it's picking up, and the more and more customers are switching to e-commerce now, and because it's convenient, and we have also learned with time and fine-tune this platform, the customer experience in terms of purchasing and also order fulfillment, because previously customers may have had anxieties about what you would get. You can order something, you have a nice image, but whether you are going to get the same thing.
Certainly.
Yeah. So when you have proved that you do something better than what is displayed on the website, gives you a lot of reassurance, and such a customer will continue to use e-commerce platform for flowers and gifting. So I think it's a process, or it's a journey that we have to we have to evolve. We learn, continuously improve our system from the customer experience in the website to order fulfillment, and the customers also learn certain things. For example, lilies, when we are delivering lilies, we always try to send it in bud form rather than open flowers.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah, because you experience the full lifespan of the flower. And now, previously we showed the open flowers in the in the website. Now we very clearly say it will be delivered in bud form, and now we are going to give a further experience what they will experience in the day 1, day 2, day 3, day 7, because our flowers comes with 7-day freshness guarantee. So that kind of trust building and continuous improvement makes it easy for a customer to stick to e-commerce. So it's bridging those gaps
and gaining more reliability.
Exactly.
So when it comes to the skeptical thought about floral industry and tech as an unlikely nature was changed by yourself, tell me more about the discovered advantages.
I think the biggest advantage is that the customers can purchase products that are made by us, because now or else directly from the farm to your doorstep, because if it's a separate e-commerce business, you will have to go through several intermediaries until it reaches the e-commerce platform. So here you are buying flowers from the grower itself. That has a huge advantage in terms of freshness. That's why it's very difficult for someone else to promise 7-day freshness, because when we harvest, it's directly brought to the warehouse on the same day and dispatched the very next day. But if that process is not within your control, you don't know when it was harvested. So out of the 7-day shelf life, you may have spent 3-4 days in the process from harvesting to reaching your doorstep. So I think that is the biggest advantage, where we have I would say eliminated so many intermediaries between the process. So customers can directly purchase flowers that are from the grower itself. And in addition, the cost, the quality, and also the reliability, because we know the patterns, and when we know the patterns, we synchronize the demand with the production. Otherwise, there's a lot of wastage. Now, if you just a producer, just a grower, blindly producing things, will end up throwing away some of the produce because the demand may not be there at that time. Since we have several decades of experience in the demand, we synchronize nicely the production with the demand so that there is minimal wastage. Then again, it's a benefit to the customer because they get the better price and better quality.
Beautiful way of elaborating it, Doctor.
Thank you.
Because little do we know about this industry, in the sense of so much of strategizing is being done prior to we just simply walking in and picking whatever the flower we want as per our wish, isn't it? So when it comes to customer retention, share your views about beyond the floral purchasing experience, which would definitely lead to be one of your loyal customers.
Yeah, I think mainly the reliability. If we when you see something and order online, and if you get something else, there is disappointment, and we take it as a crime. If you had disappointed a customer, you have committed a crime. So as a team, we are very committed to the exceeding customer expectation. And having said that, we make mistakes as well. We have done many mistakes, and when we make mistake, we take the full responsibility. We take the full blame, and customer is compensated for that damage done, in terms of, say, if that customer is unhappy with our flowers, we will always do a redelivery or refund in full. And the most important thing is our vision, honesty, integrity. We are always very honest in what we are doing, and transparent, and also the team effort. As a team, we are committed to one thing, that is to derive happiness by making someone happy. So we, as a team, always work towards making customer happy. So that customer centricity from the top to bottom to delivery guy is I think appreciated by our customers. So they they treasure that, and they will stick with us. And whenever things go wrong, we are honest, and we rectify it, and we also improve our system with these mistakes. So I think that way, we have come to a certain level in service standards, and our target is 0.2% dissatisfaction. That is 2.5 customers per 1,000. So we are not yet there, but we are very close. So we are it's at the moment it's around 1%. So we are very committed to bring it down to 2.5.
Further to decrease the percentage.
Yeah. So it's a challenge. Because now sometimes it's not exactly. We might think that this flower arrangement is nice, but you might think, no, it's not the perfect, not what I wanted. So
it varies from each person's preference.
Yeah. So it's difficult to make it zero, but I think the 1%, we are not happy with 1%. We want to bring it down to 0.25.
And I'm certain most of your customers who engage with you are also customers who have been frequently visiting your store, isn't it? Online or physically?
Yes. I think that is customer loyalty. Say certain situations you would like to drop by and they collect the flowers yourself. But certain situations you will use the online platform. So you are absolutely right. These interchanges, same customer can be online customer today, tomorrow maybe a brick and mortar customer, the store visitor.
And also customers who have already been purchasing from Lassana Flora itself, so that they already know how the drill is.
Yes.
This particular question, I'm sure you will have a diversified, a very in-depth answer, because the demand for flowers is year-round. The use of pesticides and the environmental impact associates with the floral industry is something that we have to accept. Do you see an instability impacting a threat in the future, or is a solution forecasted, particularly in our island nation?
I think it's a brilliant question, Sabrina, because you think there's a significant environmental damage associated with flower growing. It is the case in certain countries and certain situations, but I think we are a blessed country where we don't have to do that much. I'll explain why. Firstly, most of our flowers are grown in protected greenhouses. So when you say protected greenhouses, all the sides are covered with insect-proof nets. So there's no possibility for insects to come in. So you don't have to use insecticides. I wouldn't say we don't use pesticides at all, but say like if there's a fungal infection, we'll have to use fungicide, but it's very minimal. Because you are growing inside protected greenhouses, high-tech greenhouses, and there is no chemicals or fertilizer draining out from the greenhouse, because we use precision agriculture, where we give only the required amount of fertilizer, and that also doesn't seep into the system because it's inside the greenhouse.
It's within this territory.
Exactly. And the biggest advantage our country has is different ecosystems, the climatic zones. Now we grow our lilies, these lilies, the oriental lilies, in Nuwara, that is 2000 meters above sea level, and we have tried to grow this in our Kappetipola farm, Välimada farm, and also Belihulwara, but we couldn't get the exact same results. Right? But if you are growing this in Holland or Japan or some other country, you will use heating in the summer, cooling in winter. Cooling in summer. So here it's very the energy efficient. We don't use any heating or cooling.
It's a natural process.
Natural process. Only thing is we grow it in the right climatic zone.
Oh, right.
So Sri Lanka has so many climatic zones. Not many countries have that.
Not at all.
Right. So each with a different altitude, you have totally different climatic zones.
It has an impact.
It has an impact. So the chrysanthemums grown in Kappetipola and Välimada farms, where it's about 1200 meters above sea level, where you have constant level of sunlight and humidity, and the temperature is ideal for that. So you don't have to use heating or cooling. So that is very energy efficient and environmental friendly. So the climate change is real, right? And it's the biggest threat we as humans have for the future. So I think we can mitigate this climatic change or the climate change related challenges by using these different climatic zones to grow different products, not only flowers. I think even for vegetables, fruits, we have to take advantage of these different climatic zones as an island nation with different the climatic zones.
So as you say, there are quite a lot of areas for us to explore and experiment.
Absolutely. And this is also with continuous experimentation, trials, failures, and you learn what is the ideal, and then you figure out the best way. If you are concerned about the environment, if your objective is to protect the environment and still do the production, then you can figure out ways to do it.
Since you're an expert in this industry, Doctor, I have just one cross question. You were speaking about this oriental lily.
Yes.
Is there a difference between this flower which blooms in Sri Lanka with flowers which grows in Holland?
No, absolutely not. Because when you
is it identical?
Yeah, same variety is identical. Now this is called Sorbonne. The pink variety is called Sorbonne, and it's a kind of a oriental lily, and that Sorbonne across the globe is the same Sorbonne, and what we can do is that we can produce it in a different climatic zone better without using
slightly more better.
Yeah, equal or slightly more better. Without the beauty is without using the heating or the heating or
natural
cooling.
process is guaranteed.
Yeah, using the natural process.
Resources, right?
Yeah, natural resources, because these. Why I say it's the same is like, the lily bulbs, the planting material is from Holland again. So it's the same. The material is from Holland. So the same.
The origin is from Holland, anyways.
Yeah, Holland is so it can't be different. Yeah.
True enough. A beautiful discussion, because it's a beautiful industry. Flowers. Tell me, who would not like to have flowers, isn't it? And an organization that gives you the assurance as well that 7 days of freshness is guaranteed. And that's exactly why we connected with the founder and the chairperson of Lassana Floral, Dr. Lasantha Malavige, to take us through this journey of beauty that cannot be matchable by any other tangible item. Thank you so much for connecting with us on Talking Point, Doctor.
Thank you very much for the beautiful discussion. Thank you.